Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Cloudlearnerpro channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about Azure Powershell guys. In the last video that I uploaded in my channel, I was explaining about Azure Powershell basics. Via this video, I'll give you some more insights about Azure Powershell. I'm going to create a playlist in my YouTube channel where I'll be uploading Azure PowerShell videos especially. So if you want to learn more about Azure PowerShell, how you can run a commandlet, how you can run some commands to deploy services in Azure, so you can watch the videos that I'm going to upload in Azure PowerShell playlist in my YouTube channel. So why waiting now? Let's go into Azure Portal and perform some hands-on lab and gain some knowledge on this particular concept. Currently, I'm in the Azure portal. I have already demonstrated how to use Cloudshell in my last video. Now, in this video, let's run some simple commands and understand the output of those commands. I'm going to run get-az context. It is giving me some result. I'll run the another command, that is get-az subscription. Let's see the difference of the output for those two commands. In get-az subscription, I'm getting the result as name of subscription, ID, tenant ID, and the state of subscription. In the get-az context, I'm getting name of subscription, account, subscription name again, environment, and the tenant ID. So these are the details that we'll get when we are running different commands in the Cloud Shell. Via this video, I'm going to give you some insights how to create a virtual machine with a sample commands. So for that, first I'm going to create a resource group, guys. I'm creating a resource group name with the name test-rg. So this resource group will be created, and the same resource group we will use for the deployment of virtual machine. So you can see the resource group deployment is succeeded. Let me copy and paste some commands that I'm going to use for this virtual machine creation. I'm pasting some simple commands here, guys. So you can see the command name is new-azvm. It is going to create in a resource group test-rg, and the VM name is cloud VM. It is going to deploy in West Europe under VNet 01 and subnet 01, and it is having one NSG-01 and then one public IP and two public ports. I'll hit on enter. It will ask me to enter the local admin username. So I'm providing a username here. The username is cloud user, and then I'm providing a password for this particular user. Once I hit on enter, since I have not given any particular VM size here, it is going to take the default VM size as standard D2S v3. Now the deployment is initiated. You can see creating Azure resources. It's creating some resources which are required to create a virtual machine. So now I already have two virtual machines in my subscription, guys. If I'm creating third virtual machine, it will not create because of some subscription level quota issue. So you can see the error message, operation could not be completed as it results in exceeding approval total regional core quota. That means whatever the quota that is aligned to my subscription in the free trial, it is going to exceed when I'm creating a new virtual machine, because I have already reached to the 100% of quota that is aligned to my Azure subscription. So by defaultly, the subscriptions we are using will have some quota limitations. In a purchased subscription, we can go and increase the limit, but if you are using a free trial subscription, we cannot go and increase the limit, guys. So now what is the workaround I can do here is I can go and delete the virtual machines that I created in my subscription, and then I can retry this particular operation. Also, one more thing, when it is started deploying using the commands that I pasted in this Cloud Shell, it already created few of the resources. So we will delete those resources also, and we will try to perform this virtual machine deployment again using the same commands. So let me minimize this Cloud Shell window. I'm going to virtual machine blade, guys. In the virtual machine blade, I'm going to click on this virtual machine that I created. So I'm going to the resource group actually. In the resource group, I'm going to click on delete resource group button, and then I'll paste the resource group name and I'll click on delete. This is actually deleting the complete resource group and the resources that are residing in this particular resource group. So you can see the delete resource group action is initiated. I'm going to delete the another virtual machine resource as well. For this also, I'm going to the resource group. I'm copying the resource group name and I'm clicking on delete resource group. I'm entering the name of resource group. I'll click on delete. So it is also going to delete the resource group. So we can see now in the notification menu, both delete resource group operations are initiated. As I said earlier, the deployment has initiated in Cloud Shell, right? So which actually created few of the resources which are a prerequisite for our virtual machine creation. Now what I will do, I'll go to the resource group which is created now using a PowerShell commands. And when we are deploying using Cloud Shell, there are some resources also created, I told, right? I'll go to the test RG. You can see couple of resources are created. I'm going to delete all the resources, and we can recreate this particular deployment without any issues. So I'm going to delete this particular resources, including with this resource group. I'm deleting the resource group entirely. Test-rg I'm selecting, and then I'm clicking on delete resource group. I'm pasting the resource group name and I clicked on delete. So this will initiate the deployment of test resource group, also the resources that are residing in this particular resource group. So why I'm deleting these resources, I have already told, because when we are trying to redeploy the virtual machine, I mean, when we are trying to create a new virtual machine with the variables that we are providing in the Cloud Shell, it should not create us any problem by saying that already couple of resources like network interface, public IP, virtual network, everything got created in your subscription. So to avoid that kind of conflict, I'm deleting the test resource group as well. Now we can see the resource groups are deleted successfully. We will go to the Cloud Shell now, and then we will try to verify from Cloud Shell also whether we can see the resource group which is available only, and whatever the resource groups we have deleted, those should be not available. So let me run one command here, that will be get hyphen az resource group, which should give me the output of existing resource groups. So once I hit on enter after typing get hyphen az resource group, it is giving me the list. So let me give some filter here for this particular command. I'll type get hyphen az resource group, and then I'll provide one pipeline. After that, I'll give the command select space. I'll just give the resource group name. So which will give me only resource groups that are available in the subscription currently. So if I hit on enter, I can see only 4 resource groups that are available in the subscription. So let us go and create a new resource group that we created before. So I'm using the same commands, new hyphen az resource group, name is test.rg and location is West Europe. So now if I run the command which I ran before to get the resource group names, I can see test.rg is available now. So let's go and use the commands that we used before to create the virtual machine. So if I hit on enter, again it will ask me to enter the password of local username. Here I'm providing a local username again. So the local username will be cloud user. After hitting on enter, it will ask me for the user password. I'm entering the password and then I'll hit on enter. Now also it will give me the same message saying we have not selected any virtual machine size. So it is going to create the virtual machine with a default size, which is standard D2S v3. Now we can see the message below to that line, which is saying creating Azure resources. This deployment will take some time, guys. Basically, it has to create a virtual network. It has to create a public IP address, NIC card, and then a disk for it. After that, it will create the virtual machine. Like how it will create the resources in Azure Portal when we are creating it in the Portal GUI. Same likewise, it will create in command line interface also, which is the Cloud Shell. Here we can see the progress in percentage. In the Azure Portal, we can see the progress according to the service. Like it will say NIC card is creating, virtual machine is creating. Like that, it will give us GUI information according to this resource. Now you can see in the portal, it has completed the deployment. I can see the virtual machine is successfully created. You can see the details of the deployment results as well. If I go to the Azure portal, in the Azure portal, I will go to virtual machines. In the virtual machine, I can see Cloud VM. So this is the virtual machine that we deployed using PowerShell commands. In the Azure portal, you can see the virtual machine name, subscription, resource group, location, etc. details that we used while creating this virtual machine using the Cloud Shell. If I click on the virtual machine, this is the overview details of the virtual machine that we created, guys. You can see all the information is accurate, like what we provided in the Cloud Shell. Now let us go and create one more virtual machine. How simple it will be just to create with the same commands, I'll show you. So I'll click on the Cloud Shell. I have cleared the entire Cloud Shell results. I have pasted the same command. Here I have just changed the name of the virtual machine and the public IP address. You can see the name of virtual machine is test VM and public IP name is PIP02. So I'm going to hit on enter because I have not changed any other variable values. I have just changed only two. So if I hit on enter, again it is asking me to enter the local admin username and credentials. So I'm going to provide that particular username and password, and then I'll hit on enter. Even this virtual machine deployment also will go with the default VM size, guys, because I have not provided the virtual machine size, right? So it is also showing me the same message saying this virtual machine deployment will also be using same D2S v3 virtual machine size. You can see it is also creating the resources. Hardly it will take 5 minutes for the deployment, and then it will create the virtual machine. So I believe this is very simple task. You just need to know only 5 to 6 variables, like after a new hyphen AZVM, you have to provide the name of virtual machine, location, VNet, subnet, NSG, public IP address, and the ports. So if you just give these values, you can create the virtual machine as simple as it is, that is available on the screen. Now we can see the second virtual machine is also created, right? Let me go to Azure portal and I click on refresh. I can see the second virtual machine also. So it is not taking me much hardship to create this second virtual machine because I already have the values provided. I'm just changing the values of virtual machine name and the public IP address name. So I hope this is very clear to all of you. Even you can perform the lab on your own systems or on your own Azure accounts, and you can get the same results as well. In case if you are getting any errors, you can paste the errors in the comment section. I can go through it and I can help you as well. Now what I will do is I will try to create one more virtual machine using the Cloud Shell. I'll just change the variables of virtual machine name and the public IP address. It should give me some error message because as I mentioned before, I'm using a free trial subscription and it will have some limitations. So when I'm creating a third virtual machine of two CPUs again, because of the free trial subscription limitations. So here I'm just changing the public IP address name as pip03, and then I'm changing the virtual machine name into error VM. Like it will definitely throw error, right? So that's the reason I'm going to mention the name as error hyphen VM. So I'll hit on enter for this particular deployment. So once I hit on enter, again it will ask me for the local username and password. So let me hit on enter. Once I hit on enter, I'm entering the local username password. Again, it is a cloud user, and I'm providing the password for this. Once I hit on enter after entering password, it is giving me the same message. Default size it is going for standard D2S v3. Then it is giving me the deployment status. After a couple of seconds or minutes, we could see the same error message where it says the quota limit is exceeding. That is the reason you cannot deploy another virtual machine in your free trial subscription. Here comes the error. You can see operation could not be completed as it results in the exceeding approved total regional core quota. So we cannot create any virtual machine. I'll show you the same by running one command here. I'm just running a command get hyphen azvm usage, and I'm mentioning a location here. It is going to pull the details of the quota that is available for my free trial subscription. So once I run the command get -azvm usage for a particular location, West Europe, it is going to give me what is the total regional usage and what is the total unit that is used. So you can see there are so many values available. So on the top, if you see, total regional usage is 4 CPUs and used is also 4. As we are at the current value of 4 and the limit is 4, we cannot create any extra virtual machines. Let's practice the same in your laptops or in your Azure portals as well, and share your comments in the video comment section so that I can help you on the errors that you are getting in your labs as well. Here comes the end of this particular video, guys. I really thank you everyone for watching the videos that I'm uploading in my channel and subscribing to my channel as well. If you want more content on a specific topic, please put your comments in the video section so that I can go through it and I can create some videos based on your interest, and I can create more content like this. Please keep supporting my channel and spreading the love for my channel. Thank you so much.